Hello students, in this video session we will learn how to implement a 4:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexers. Basically a 4:1 multiplexer has 4 inputs, 2 select lines and 1 output. Now if we are going to make use of 2:1 multiplexers which have only 2 inputs, obviously we will require at least 2 2:1 multiplexers to obtain or to get 4 inputs which are required for a 4:1 multiplexer. So let us start with 2 2:1 multiplexers. This is the first one and this is the second mux. Both have 2 inputs. Let's call them as I0, I1 and again I0, I1 for the second. Both of them will have only one select line and one output line. Now these 2 inputs of each of them would be used to obtain 4 inputs for a 4:1 multiplexer. So let us bring them out as 4 inputs. Let's call this now as the I0 input, I1 input, I2 and I3. Now we are I0, I1 were for the 2:1 multiplexer, but when we look at these 4 inputs for a 4:1 multiplexer, we rename this I0 as I2 and this I1 as I3, so that now these 4 form the 4 inputs of a 4:1 multiplexer. Then we will combine the 2 select lines and bring them out as a single select line. 4:1 multiplexer requires 2 select lines, one is S0 and the other is S1. Let us assume that for the time being that by combining these 2 select lines we bring it out as one select line which is called as S0. Now the next step is we have 2 outputs for these 2 2:1 multiplexers, but we require only one output for the 4:1. Now these 2 will again be combined using another 2:1 multiplexer. So the first output goes as I0 of this 2:1 multiplexer and the second output goes as the input I1 to the third multiplexer. And the output of this is the final Y for the 4:1 multiplexer. So let us call this as I1 output for the first and this is the I2 output for the second. And this third 2:1 multiplexer will also have one select line, and now this is brought out as the S1 line for the 4:1 multiplexer. Let us see whether this will now work as a 4:1 multiplexer. So if we have to put this entire block, this is the 4:1 multiplexer. Let us see whether it will function as the way a simple 4:1 multiplexer works. So let us start with the combination of S1 and S0 as 0 0. So if both S1 and S0 are 0 0, in that case this select line will be a 0, this select line of the second multiplexer will also be a 0 and this select line will also be a 0. So if both are select lines are 0 0, all the select lines of the 3 multiplexers will be 0 0, which means that I0 will be selected over here also I0 will be selected and here also I0 will be selected. So whatever the data on I0 will be connected to Y, over here also to Y, but when it comes to the second stage of this multiplexer, this select line is selecting only I0. So although this I0 is getting connected to Y2, but because of this select line, this I0 will only be transferred to the output Y. So in this case, the output Y will become equal to I0. Now let us take the second case, that is S0 is a 0, sorry, S1 is a 0 but S0 is a 1. So if now we make S1 as a 1, sorry, S0 as a 1 and S1 as a 0, in that case this select line will become a 1, this will also become a 1, but the second multiplexer over here, this in the second stage, will still have the select line as a 0. So with this 1 connected to the select line, the I1 will now be selected, this will not be selected. Because of this 1, I1 will be selected, not I0. I1 will get connected to Y1, I1 will get connected to Y2, but because of this 0, here I0 will get connected to Y. In turn, this I0 is getting data from Y1 and this Y1 is getting from I1. So this I1 gets connected to the output Y. So here the output Y will now become I1. Let us take the third condition, that is S1 is a 0 and S0 is a 0. So let us assume that S0 is a 0 but S1 is a 1. Now because S0 is a 0, this select line is a 0, this goes also as a select line, so this is also a 0, and now this becomes a 1. Now because of this 0, you will find that again I0 will be selected, in this also I0 will be selected. Now S1 is a 1, so 1 goes to the select line, and therefore now for the third multiplexer, I1 is going to be selected and not I0, where I0 was connected to the output of this. So although this is getting selected, but this input is not getting selected over here, therefore this doesn't get transferred to the output Y. Whatever is connected to I1 from Y2 is going to get transferred to Y, and you can see that I0 is connected over here of this multiplexer, which gets connected to Y2, then to I1 and then to Y. And now we have called this I0 as the I2 input for the 4:1 multiplexer. So therefore this output Y will now be equal to I2. And the final combination, that is S1 is a 1 and S0 is also a 1. In that case, S0 is a 1 and S1 is also a 1. Now this S0 becoming a 1 selects I1 line over here and not the I0 line. Because S is 1 over here, again this line is selected and not this line. With this 1 going to the select of this I1 will be selected and not this. And to this I1, Y2 is connected, and to this Y2 now this I1 is connected, which is now called as I3. Therefore the output Y will now become I3. So in this manner, by using 3 2:1 multiplexers, we can combine the inputs to form I0 to I3, and we can combine the outputs of these two and using another 2:1 multiplexer to get one output Y for the 4:1 multiplexer. In a similar manner, we can combine two 4:1 multiplexers using another 4:1 in the third stage to obtain an 8:1 multiplexer. So I leave it to you as an exercise to obtain an 8:1 multiplexer using two 4:1 multiplexers. Thank you.